Hello and welcome to my Flash Powder Factory guide. This guide is on the day of release, so it might not be 100% accurate in the future. But this is what I have noticed and what I've kind of found to be true. And some of it is obviously fact, but just keep that in mind that it might not be 100% accurate right now. So this is the map of the actual factory. Basically, the little things in between each of the dots is kind of like an agility obstacle. All the ones that are diagonal will have doors in between on those routes, and also the ones that are in the middle that are straight. So basically, the entire perimeter, those do not have doors, and so those you can cross at any time. The diagonals, you can. I'll show you that in a bit. And then you have the different lists. So basically, the charging spots, that's where you can get 10 or up to 20% bonus for when you turn something in. The A reagent spots are obviously blue, and those are where you collect the A ingredients, and then the B, same thing for the B. And then the red spots are the finished spots. Basically, once you have your 2 reagents and you just go there and however many things you have, and with the bonus, you get 100 plus the bonus plus however many times you've gone there, plus if you have any of the apparatuses, then it gives another bonus. So basically those are the main bonuses. So you can have up to, so it's 100 plus up to 20% bonus from the charging spots, plus up to 15 if you have 6 apparatuses, and then however many times you've gone there in the past. So basically every time you go there, you get 1 more. And so you can get up to about 142 score points from one time. 142, 143, depends on how many times you actually successfully go there. And so yeah, this is just the map. Okay, so I had mentioned the diagonal doors a little bit earlier. And so basically, the diagonal doors often have this kind of shield that's in front of them. Now to open that, you have to go press the blue button. If it's red, you can't open them, and sometimes they will be closed if it is still red. And usually pressing the blue button, it closes another door at the same time. So this is just looping back. And so, as you can see, I press the blue button, it opens that corridor, then I have to go through the agility obstacle. Now, with these corridors, there is a danger to them, where if you're between the 2 doors and the doors are closed, then you have 10 seconds to get out. If you don't get out within those 10 seconds, then you'll be kicked out of the game. Basically, there's like this pressure thing. You just get kicked out. So you do have to get out of them very quickly. Now, you can't go through the door from the outside, but if you're on the inside, you can get back out. So just be careful of that and just try to get out as quickly as you can. And you can fail the obstacles, so you do have to be careful of that, because if you fail it too many times, then you'll just be kicked out of the game because you'll be stuck in there. Another thing I'd mention is the charging stations. So basically you charge your funnel here, and it gives you a 10% bonus in terms of the points you get when you go put the flash powder together. And so basically you do that, you jump across, and you can do that. And the charge lasts for 100 seconds, and you can have up to 20% charge. So basically if you touch 2 different obelisks, and it will give you the full 20% charge, and you cannot go above 20%. And so it is very helpful, and that is actually higher than any of the apparatuses combined. And so I advise doing this more than going for the apparatuses. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty easy, and you just kind of use that, and it gives quite a few extra points. In the middle, there is the catalyst machine. And basically the doors around this, unlike the other doors, are very random, and you can't have them opened or closed by yourself. They just kind of open and close randomly. And so once you get into the middle through one of the open doors, you just have to click on the catalyst machine to unlock it, and this will give you 2 more catalysts. And if you're going through on a pretty good game, then you will need to do this, because you usually go through more than your start amount. Personally, I go through about 2 more, so usually I only have to go here once. And you want to do this efficiently, so you don't want to have to physically just try to go there. You just want to be running by and go there real fast. And so that's the ideal way to do it. And of course, that's not always possible, but that's what you should try to do. And while you're doing this, it is very likely that you'll have an apparatus stolen, but that's not really a big deal. So basically, this is just a clip of me going and getting both reagents and then going to one of the spots to finish the potion or the flash powder, whatever you want to call it. So basically, you will occasionally fail the agility obstacle. Here you can see I'm stuck in a door, so I do have to get out fairly quickly. And then you just click on that and you get the first, and then you have to wait around because both doors were closed on me, so I had to wait to go get the second one. And it's not really efficient to try to go all the way around since you do have to avoid a lot of obstacles. And this is one of the situations where I would advise going ahead and trying to steal from somebody because you don't have anything else to do. But in general, I don't advise stealing from people. Basically, if you have 3 apparatuses, you get a 5% bonus. So basically, that's 5 extra points per time you turn in your potion or flash powder. And by comparison, if you simply get one of the charging obelisks and charge your funnel, you get so much more. And so I really just don't advise it. And I advise just focusing on the charging apparatuses and stealing when you can. It's not really worthwhile. Just steal when you can, but don't actually go for steals normally. And there, I'm just teleported out of the game. So basically here, I'll just show you a full game. Obviously speed it up because I'm assuming you don't really want to watch 15 minutes of me going around rather slowly. But you just kind of go back and forth. You collect the 2 reagents, then you just go to 4 turn-in points, and you mix them together. And here I just went fairly early on because I knew I'd be using it later. And overall, it's a pretty simple game, and it does go fairly quickly. On one game, my best game, I got 143 points, which if you put that into terms of agility experience, which at 950 experience per 10 points, then you get up to about 15k in a game if you can get that max every time, or that amount every time. And so it is possible to get about 60k agility experience at my level an hour, but it's not really feasible to do that. It is possible, but not really consistent. And sorry about background noise. Somebody's probably coming back out home. So anyway, and so yeah, it is a pretty worthwhile mini game, I would say, but I don't know. I'd kind of rather just grind because this requires quite a bit of concentration because you're constantly having to do stuff. There's currently a problem. I don't know if Jagex fixed it yet, but basically there's a limited amount of people allowed in each spot, and they have a limited number of spots. So basically not everybody that wants to play can play. So keep that in mind if you're going to come do this, that you might not be able to get in, but I would say, generally speaking, it's worthwhile. Other than that, just kind of enjoy it and collect as many of them as you can. As I said, I got almost 1,000 score in a single game, or 143 points, which that translated into. I don't really get how it translates from the score to the points, because I had 541 game and that was 122, and then I had like 980 and that translated to 143. So it's like a 20-point difference for 400 score difference. So I'm not sure exactly how it all works out, but it doesn't seem like it really matters too much as long as you're kind of active and doing stuff. It might be a time-based thing more than a point-based or a score-based thing. And yeah, just keep that in mind that it might not actually matter too much how much score you get, but just try to get as much score as you can. And really, in general, just don't thieve. As you can see, I'm going around here with no apparatuses most of the time. And that's just because it's not really that worthwhile. And you spend so much more time stealing, and really, unless you're doing it like 10 times, which isn't really possible, then it's not actually going to help you because you're only getting like 10 points bonus each time, and you might as well just go for another full round. And so that's my opinion on the stealing the apparatuses thing. Obviously, as I said, if you had the opportunity, go for it. If you don't waste your time. And that's pretty much the end of the game. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped. I hope you have some fun and get some good experience. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I can do my best to answer them. Obviously, I have spent quite a bit of time playing this, so I do know quite a bit about it. Other than that, my next video will be my update video on Thursday. I hope to have quite a bit done by then, so watch that and subscribe for that and other future videos. And please rate and comment on this video.